Hi all, welcome back. So in this session we will try to see about query record by identifier function. So this is a quite kind of underrated function. You can see I have seen like many have not got used to this function. So this is a very important function if you want to return the data from a record directly. Generally what we used to do here, fine. So let's consider that you have a record here. Okay, so initially like if I want to get a data with the help of this record, then what I would have to do, I would have created a rule something like this one here. As you can see, query record type. Okay, and in this one which record you want to query, some filter I have added like city ID. Now if I give a city ID as one here, I will get a result of the city. Same if I let's try to imagine like same action I have created on that. For example, there is a process model, empty process model I have taken. Okay, and in that I just want to get the data. Okay, let me just make a variable here of city here. Okay, so ys city I have made it here. Okay, and then if I just write here city ys city, and I will parameter, because this data I am trying to get from where, from the process model. Okay, now I will go here in this action tab. I will create a record action for the same here, related action. Okay, and here let's say something like update city, and okay, fine, and then here I will pass my process model name. So I just wanted to say you like if I want to pass data from the record, then what I have to do here, instead of this one I would have to go and call my rule. Which rule? Ys underscore get city data. Okay, and then city ID I will pass it as RB bank identifier. That's it. Rest all the things I have been taken care for me. So this is the basic thing that that I needed to do in order to do that. That's how our traditional approach has been. Now the next approach, what it requires is that, see here, if I try to trigger this action once, I have opened my record and now I am trying to update it. Nothing will open because no UI is configured, but anyway one instance will get triggered and we will be able to get all our data. See here, this instance has been triggered and we are able to see all the data of the city. City ID 1, country, city name is Jaipur, everything we are able to get here. Now the same thing can be done with the help of this new function that we are seeing, query record by identifier. Here identifier means nothing but what, identifier will be our primary key. So don't expect that with every field in your record it will be able to query. No, with identifier it will be able to query. Let's see like how it can do. Query record by identifier I have written, and now which record type you want to query. So I want to query my city record type, I have given here, and what is my identifier? My identifier is 1. If I pass 1, see, without writing a by query record type and all this, I am able to get the same data which is able to get. Okay, even the data type here is the same one. So this is the advantage of using this query record type. So anywhere quickly we have to make any change or pass data. So see here I have I will, let's create another parameterized variable. In the same I will pass that okay, identifier, something like this I have created. It will be also of city type only. Okay, no, not this one, this city type it is. Okay, I will make it parameterized. I will pass the same data but this time in a different way. So this is my update city. Okay, and this time it will have one more. So let me just try to, okay, just copy here. Okay, I have removed this part, let me remove, and then ys identifier. I will again try to, this time two variable will come. City is coming as usual, right? So I will paste the previous value that was present here. Okay, I hope it is fine now. Okay, just a comma was missing, that's fine. Let's try to see here. So initially one rule is with the help of rule we can pass, and other thing we can do with the help of query record by identifier. Okay, Okay, I haven't written query. Okay, so let me write query record by name. Which record type I want to query? So here you can also specify the city record here. Okay, great. And which identifier you want to get? So RV bank identifier. So here as well. So just the like one advantage that we don't have to create a rule for getting that all this value. So we can get all this value here as well. So if I try, let's try to go into some other city. Let's say I am going into Cape Town. Okay, so I should get the data of Cape Town here. I clicked on this one here, my process instance got triggered, and this time I will be able to see both the data here. See, exactly both. Identifier is querying with the help of query record by identifier, and this is querying with the help of my rule. Then what is the difference then? If this particular function is that much important, then what is the difference? See, the difference you will find on the parameters here. So if you check the parameters of query record type, it can like a query record type fields filter it can do. Here you have to provide pagination, but here we don't have to provide pagination. If id pk is 1, it will return one data only, and this is nothing but our like what, primary key. If suppose like country ID FK I give here 2, doesn't matter, it won't return the Jaipur. It will check in the database which is the 2 primary key. Varanasi is the primary key number 2, so it will return me that particular value. Okay, like this one. Then here as well you can add the fields which are present here, fields, but you won't be able to do other parts here like aggregation and all these things. You won't be able to do here. We can like aggregate our data, but here we won't be able to aggregate the data. Just normal fields, like we can refer like which field you want. For example, as of now I just want a single field for just city name I want it, right? So city name I want, something like this I have written here. See, I will get the city name here directly. Here as well we can like do the same thing. Okay, so this is like kind of similarity what is present here. Same thing I can copy here as well, not an issue. So I will be able to get the same data here as well, just comma, and I will be just able to get the city. But aggregation and all this part we won't be able to do with the help of query record by identifier. So if you haven't been started to use this function, not much aware about that, okay, so you can start using this. It will save your time. Like quickly you want to refer and you are not aware about is any generic rules have been configured somewhere or not. You want to populate the data, either it is like in a UI or anywhere else, so quickly we can use that as well. So this rule can be, let's say like if you want to populate an interface, so like see, I have created a small interface here, just ID and name. I want to quickly populate this interface, so I don't have to query the rule and all here. I can directly go and I can write query record by identifier, which record type it is. So it is a city record type. I will select my correct record type here and I will give my identifier. Let's say I have given 4. Now it will try to populate the data for the 4th year. See here, ID number 4 it is writing, and city it is writing Cape Town. So it is trying to do the same part here. Okay, what my query rule which you used to, but every time we have to go and for every record we try to create query rule. Okay, but whenever we know that we have to pass some data either from the record into the process model. In the UI we have to populate data with the help of primary key and all we need, so we can directly use this query record by identifier as well. That's a very efficient function to use it. Okay, so that's all about in this session for now. Okay, we have learned about like some new function query record by identifier here, which can make our task a bit easier to accomplish. Okay, so that was all for now. Thank you.